Good evening, everyone. So today we will be discussing the connection between hypothalamus, pituitary glands, and the thyroid gland. So today we are going to discuss the connection between hypothalamus, which is the part of the brain, pituitary gland, and the thyroid gland. इनके बीच का connection आज हम देखेंगे. So we already have discussed earlier. हम पहले समझ चुके हैं कि there are two parts in the brain. One is the thalamus and another is the hypothalamus. Thalamus is connected with the pain. अगर किसी को स्टिक से मारा, अगर किसी को पिंच किया, तो थैलेमस फील करता है. थैलेमस इज फीलिंग द पेन, लाइक पिंचिंग पेन, द पेन ऑफ स्टिक, द पेन ऑफ एक्सटर्नल स्टिमुलाई, एंड द हाइपोथैलेमस फीलिंग पेन और प्लेजर which is coming from emotions. तो लाठी के दर्द को थैलेमस महसूस करता है और भावनाओं के दर्द को हाइपोथैलेमस महसूस करता है. सो हाइपोथैलेमस इज द मास्टर ऑफ मास्टर ग्लैंड. Right? So we already know the hypothalamus is the master of master gland, and in this image we can see, हम इस इमेज में देख सकते हैं, this is the hypothalamus inside the brain. We can see this is the brain. We can see this is the front part of the brain. This is the back part of the brain. And if we cut the brain in the half, this is the hypothalamus. ये हमारे ब्रेन का हाइपोथैलेमस है, and this is the pituitary gland. Both are connected with one stalk. So let's talk about the hypothalamus first. पहले हम हाइपोथैलेमस की बात करेंगे. Would like to show you another image. हम आपको दूसरी इमेज दिखा दूं. Like again we can see here. So hypothalamus found inside the brain. We can see how. And the pituitary gland found in the bottom. We can see. तो ऊपर हाइपोथैलेमस है और नीचे पिट्यूटरी है. Can you see this? So there are three endocrine glands located in the brain. हमारे ब्रेन में तीन एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड्स पाई जाती हैं. नंबर वन हाइपोथैलेमस, which is the master of master gland. Number two pituitary, and number three there is one another gland that is called pineal gland. एक और भी ग्लैंड होती है जिसकी बात हम बाद में करेंगे. That is the pineal gland. We can see this button-like structure. That is the pineal gland, right? Very small gland we can see here, pineal gland. So again, hypothalamus, pituitary gland, and the pineal gland. There are three structures are main found in our brain. हमारे ब्रेन में तीन मुख्य स्ट्रक्चर पाए जाते हैं जो हार्मोन्स का निर्माण करते हैं. So this is the brain. One is the pineal gland. Another is the hypothalamus. And one is pituitary gland. hypothalamus and the pituitary are connected with each other. The pineal gland secrete one hormone, it is called melatonin. इसे मेलाटोनिन कहते हैं, और द डीप रिलैक्सिंग हार्मोन. हमारे पिनियल ग्लैंड से जो हार्मोन निकलता है उसका नाम है मेलाटोनिन. So melatonin is the hormone do deeper healing. हमारे शरीर की बहुत ही डीपर हीलिंग के लिए जिम्मेदार है. नंबर 1. नंबर 2, melatonin is secreted in the deeper sleep. जब हम गहरी नींद की अवस्था में होते हैं तब इसका सीक्रेशन होता है पिनियल ग्लैंड से. नंबर 3, mostly it gets secreted in the night. In the night between 11 to 3. 11 to 3 means 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. in the night. 11 p.m. and the 3 a.m. in the night, this is the time we are in the deeper sleep. Suppose we are not sleeping by the 11 o'clock, then it will not get secreted. मानो कि हम 11 बजे नहीं सोते, हम नहीं सोते, तो ये सीक्रेट नहीं होगा. तो मेलाटोनिन का सीक्रेशन केवल तभी होता है जब हम गहरी नींद की अवस्था में होते हैं. Suppose if you are sleeping by the 12 o'clock in the night, then maybe after the 1 o'clock you are in the deeper sleep, then it will get secreted. Second, melatonin also gets secreted when we are doing योग निद्रा. जब हम योग निद्रा करते हैं, melatonin also gets secreted when we are sleeping in the dark room, whether day or night. And melatonin is getting secreted by the pineal gland. So why I'm telling you this? Because when we are doing any treatment, suppose we are doing acupressure treatment or we are doing acupuncture treatment, then after the treatment, if we are keeping the patient to be away from the light, to be away from all the noises, and just sit or sleep in the dark room, then there will be a very deeper level of healing. अगर व्यक्ति को हम कोई भी ट्रीटमेंट दें, चाहे मर्मा थेरेपी देते हैं, मर्मा फुल बॉडी मर्मा होता है. फुल बॉडी मर्मा में हम व्यक्ति को एक एक पॉइंट पर स्टिमुलेशन देते हैं और आगे बढ़ते हैं. And the patient or the receiver is lying down and we are giving murmur. We are telling the receiver, close your eyes, there should be little dark room, and we are giving the healing. So there is secretion of the melatonin hormone from the pineal gland even during the day. That's why murmur therapy is healing the person at the very deeper level. तो मर्मा थेरेपी हमारे पेशेंट को बहुत डीप लेवल में हील करता है. We have seen if the person will take only 3 murmur session, only 3 murmur session, like patient is lying down and we are giving murmur, or you are giving murmur, or anyone who is having the knowledge of the murmur giving murmur therapy, only for 3 days. Every day session will be 45 minutes. So day 1 45 minutes, day 2 45 minutes, day 3 45 minutes, full body murmur therapy. So this is a very wonderful. Many patients has reported me. Suppose they are taking one sankalpa on the day one. You take some sankalpa and lie down. Just think your sankalpa once, lie down, and take the entire session of the marma therapy. Day one, day two, day three, only 3 days. There are great chances that your sankalpa will be happening. आप जो भी संकल्प लेकर लेट जाते हो और पूरा एंटायर सेशन कंप्लीट करते हो तो देखा गया है कि आपका संकल्प पूरा हो जाता है। तो हमारे कई फ्रेंड्स हैं जो कहते हैं कि मर्मा थेरेपी के पहले हम लेट जाते हैं संकल्प लेकर और एक ही बार संकल्प को सोचकर लेट जाते हैं और 3 मर्मा थेरेपी के बाद संकल्प पूरा हो जाता है। व्हाई इट्स हैपनिंग? बिकॉज when you are in the deeper level of the relaxation, there is a secretion of the melatonin hormone from the pineal gland. That's why pineal gland has been we are comparing the pineal gland with the Sahasrara chakra. And even those participants who are in the beauty and hair class, आप में से कुछ पार्टिसिपेंट ब्यूटी एंड हेयर क्लास में भी हैं। Remember one thing, when we will do the treatment, we will tell the patient lie down for 40 minutes in the dark room. No any discussion. We want to activate pineal gland and we want to secrete lots of melatonin. More the melatonin, more the healing, more the relaxation, more the sankalpa, purti. So in this way, the pineal gland is the gland secrete melatonin. Now the second gland is hypothalamus. अब हम hypothalamus की बात करते हैं. Because I told you in the brain, we are having pineal gland, we are having hypothalamus, and hypothalamus is connected with the pituitary gland. So let's talk about the hypothalamus. अब हम hypothalamus की बात करते हैं. Before proceeding for the hypothalamus, I would like to tell you, if you want to activate the pineal gland, the acupuncture point is triple warmer 3. अगर आप pineal gland को activate करना चाहते हैं, if you want to remove the disharmony of the pineal gland, the acupressure or the acupuncture point will be triple warmer 3. तो ट्रिपल वार्मर 3 कहाँ होता है? ट्रिपल वार्मर 3 कहाँ पाया जाता है? बताइए. I will tell you. Yeah. If we make the fist, we can see these knuckles, this knuckle and this knuckle. In between the knuckle here means if from this center point we go this side, this is called proximal. This side is called distal. So proximal, this is the location of triple warmer 3. ये हमारे ट्रिपल वार्मर 3 की लोकेशन है. तो अगर किसी को नींद नहीं आती, the person is not able to sleep, we tell them to do this exercise. Press, press, press. We are also doing pressure all around, like one finger here, all the gaps. Press, 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 press. These all knuckle are secreting the melatonin hormone. The highest melatonin gets secreted from here. But you press here, you press here, in these gaps, they are secreting melatonin hormone. So the person is not able to sleep in the night. अगर एक व्यक्ति रात को सो नहीं पाता है तो ऐसे बैठ जाए पलंग पर और थोड़ी 2 मिनट ये एक्सरसाइज करें. Within 2 to 3 minutes, pineal gland will get activated and person will be going in the deeper level of the sleep. You can try this. Some person is taking medicine. You tell the patient, okay, take the medicine, keep on the side of the bed, but just for 5 minutes, do this. After 2 minutes, he will start doing like this. Will go in sleep. Then morning, he will realize, oh, I forgot to take the medicine. It happened many times with many of my patients. I tell my patients, praise this point, then massage this point. The results are always, there are more results. Pressing the eyebrows. Let's move to the hypothalamus now. अब हम hypothalamus की बात करते हैं. Now, hypothalamus is a very important gland found in the brain. Hypothalamus has been considered as a supermaster because pituitary gland is the master of endocrine glands. तो पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड को कहते हैं कि ये हमारी एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड की सारी जितने भी एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड्स हैं, जैसे कि थायराइड है, like the pancreas, like the ovary, like the testes. So pituitary gland is the master, and the hypothalamus is the supermaster, means master of master. So hypothalamus controlling the pituitary gland. Hypothalamus secreting many hormones, they called releasing hormone or the RH. So there are many hormones secreted by the hypothalamus. What is the responsibility of hypothalamus? हमारे hypothalamus की जिम्मेदारी क्या है? What is the job role? What is the responsibility of hypothalamus? The most important responsibility of the hypothalamus is maintenance of the body. Maintenance of body. हमारे शरीर का maintenance करना कैसे? The maintenance of temperature. हमारे शरीर में टेम्परेचर का मेंटेनेंस करना. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, व्हाट इज द ह्यूमन टेम्परेचर? हमें पता है कि हमारा टेम्परेचर होता है 98.6 डिग्री फ़ारेनहाइट. हमारी बॉडी का टेम्परेचर होता है. गर्मी हो तो भी यही और ठंडी हो तो भी यही, राइट? ऐसा तो नहीं कि गर्मी में हम लोग गर्म हो जाते हैं. गर्मी में आपका 105 और ठंडी में आप साइबेरिया की तरह -70 में चले जाते हैं. ऐसा होता है क्या? नहीं होता ना. वी आर हैविंग सेम टेम्परेचर ऑल द टाइम, 98.6 डिग्री फ़ारेनहाइट. हु इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर दैट? हाइपोथैलेमस. कैसे? बॉडी ठंडी हुई, in the winter season, hypothalamus will go to thyroid and will tell the thyroid, secret T3, T4. They will warm the body. जैसे ही बॉडी ठंडी हुई, विंटर का सीजन आया, hypothalamus will go to the thyroid gland via the pituitary, and as soon as the T3, T4 gets secreted, your body will become warm because T3, T4 is keeping your body warm. Thyroid hormones, thyroid secreting T3, T4. We will discussing them. In the same way, hypothalamus maintaining the body temperature, neither too high nor too less. If the person is having fever, it means hypothalamus is responsible. Why the person is having fever? So when the person is fever, if you touch the point of hypothalamus, it will be very painful because hypothalamus is fighting. because hypothalamus thinking, oh, I have to reduce the fever, I have to reduce the fever. If body is cold, then hypothalamus is thinking, okay, I have to increase the temperature, body is very cold. तो ये पूरी जिम्मेदारी हाइपोथैलेमस की है कि शरीर को कितना ठंडा रखना है, कितना गर्म रखना है. Now the second responsibility of the hypothalamus is controlling sweating, पसीना कंट्रोल करना, sweating. भाई इससे क्या फायदा, इतने बड़े ऑर्गन को इतना छोटा काम दे दिया कि बस पसीना निकालो. पसीना निकालना तो छोटा सा काम है, एम आई राइट और नो? सिर्फ पसीना नहीं, छोटा मोटा काम, छोटा काम नहीं, बहुत बड़ा काम. It is maintaining the levels of minerals in the blood by sweating, expelling some amount of the water. But if we are having less number of the minerals, then not doing sweating, okay, it's controlling the sweating. So it's controlling the calcium, magnesium, all the minerals level in the blood, electrolyte balance in the blood, circulating the blood all around. अगर किसी को पैर में सूजन आ गई तो कौन जिम्मेदार? हाइपोथैलेमस responsible. Swelling is because of the hypothalamus. So if you are having swelling anywhere in the body, who is responsible? Hypothalamus is responsible, because hypothalamus can increase the circulation now and reduce the swelling. But I already told you earlier, emotions are affecting your hypothalamus. आपके इमोशन आपके हाइपोथैलेमस को प्रभावित करते हैं. तो and hypothalamus will not able to control the circulation. So the second thing, swelling in the leg, swelling anywhere in the body is also connected with the hypothalamus. Swelling anywhere in the body. So in this way, because hypothalamus is doing circulation of fluid, in this way the hypothalamus is, I can tell in one word, hypothalamus is responsible for homeostasis. What is homeostasis? Keeping everything in the normal limit, that is called homeostasis. It is keeping balance, internal balance. ये सारे चीजों को बैलेंस रखता है, बॉडी फ्लूइड्स को बैलेंस रखता है, राइट? अब बताइए मुझे कि बॉडी फ्लूइड अगर घट बढ़ जाए तो बीपी प्रभावित होगा कि नहीं होगा? ब्लड प्रेशर इज गेटिंग अफेक्टेड और नॉट? सो बीपी, everything is having connection with the hypothalamus. Because if you going to the hospital and having very low BP, dehydrated, then doctor will give the drip just to increase the body fluid. So hypothalamus play very important role. So in one word we can tell, yeah, homeostasis means everything in the balance. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि आप 10 लोगों को पकड़ के ले आओ, एक का टेम्परेचर 98.6 मिलेगा, दूसरे का 50 मिलेगा, तीसरे का 150 मिलेगा. नो, all the human body having same temperature, little bit here and there, same electrolyte balance, little here and there. Am I right or not? Right? कि लगभग आपको रेशियो वही मिलेगा. इसलिए कहते हैं दिस इज द नॉर्मल रेशियो, कि सोडियम इतना होना चाहिए, पोटेशियम इतना होना चाहिए, कैल्शियम इतना होना चाहिए, दिस मच शुड बी iron, BP this much. Everything is controlled by hypothalamus. So hypothalamus is maintaining the homeostasis. So hypothalamus do this with the help of pituitary gland. Hypothalamus यह काम pituitary gland के माध्यम से करता है. So this is the hypothalamus, and hypothalamus is releasing many hormones. And these hormones are activating pituitary gland. like hypothalamus is releasing many hormones. They all are releasing हार्मोन. इन सभी हार्मोन को हम रिलीजिंग हार्मोन कहते हैं. और RH. For example, there is a CRH. I will tell you the name. The RH means releasing hormone, right? RH का मतलब तो clear, releasing hormone. TRH. RH means releasing hormone, right? So here C means for special some purpose. What is the meaning of CRH? CRH. What is the meaning of TRH? RH means releasing hormone. Here also RH means releasing hormone. But CRH means corticotropin. 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 And T means thyrotropin. It means now this thyrotropin will decide that how much work the thyrotropin will go to the pituitary gland, then will telling the pituitary, okay, secret this much TSH. CRH also going to the pituitary gland and telling the pituitary gland, okay, do the secretion of ACTH only in this limit. What I want to tell you कि पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड जो भी सीक्रेशन करेगी एक सीक्रेशन हाइपोथैलेमस के अंडर में होगा. Hypothalamus is the super boss. Without the hypothalamus, pituitary gland will not able to secrete even a single percent hormone. Each and every work is done by the supermaster or the hypothalamus. So hypothalamus play a very much important. आप बोलेंगे what is corticotropin? CRH. CRH means corticotropin releasing hormone coming from the hypothalamus, then activating the pituitary gland. Then pituitary gland will make another hormone, ACTH. What is the hormone? ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone. इसका नाम है adrenocorticotropic hormone. So let's see here. So this is the hypothalamus secreting CRH or corticotropin releasing hormone. Hypothalamus also secreting TRH, means thyrotropin releasing hormone. Now thyrotropin will go to the pituitary gland. This CRH also go to the pituitary gland. So pituitary gland will secrete another hormone under the guidance of this, right? अब pituitary gland कौन से हार्मोन का निर्माण करेगी? Pituitary gland will make ACTH. This will work on the adrenal gland. ACTH means adrenocorticotropic hormone. And now it will work on the adrenal gland, and adrenal gland will secrete another hormone. So this is the entire chain. We can see the entire chain, but you can see the entire chain is under control of hypothalamus, right? Our aim is not remembering this all chain. Our aim to understand how the hypothalamus controlling each and every activity. Suppose some bacteria is attacking in your body. Who will fight? This the hormone of adrenal gland will fight. So immediately this entire chain will get activated because this adrenal gland secreting hormone which is fighting against infection, जो हमारे infection में fight against infection. So in this way, in this chain, we can see number one, hypothalamus. Number two, pituitary gland. And number three, adrenal gland. Three are taking part. Clear? Not complicated. Now we are coming on the other side. अब हम दूसरी ओर आ रहे हैं. TRH, thyrotropin releasing hormone. It will activate the pituitary gland, and pituitary gland will secrete hormone that is called TSH or thyroid stimulating. Now it will work on thyroid. ये हमारी thyroid पर work करेगा, right? Then thyroid will be secreting another hormone, and we know thyroid play a very important role. Thyroid will secrete T3, T4, calcitonin. So this chain is, we can see now, this is another chain. In this chain, we can see hypothalamus, pituitary gland, then the thyroid gland. Clear? So now we have many other hormones secreted by the hypothalamus. ये तो हमने केवल दो हार्मोन की बात किया, और भी बहुत सारे हार्मोन्स जो हाइपोथैलेमस से निकलेंगे. Is it easy or complicated? Easy? Everyone? Easy? Okay. Shall I tell you two more hormones coming from the hypothalamus? Yeah. Okay, let me tell three hormones coming from hypothalamus. Three more hormones, right? Then hypothalamus will get complete. Then we'll proceed to the pituitary gland. Okay? तीन और हार्मोन हम बताएंगे जो हाइपोथैलेमस से निकलते हैं. So let's see three more hormones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see 3, 4 hormones. Okay. So this is the hypothalamus. It is secreted already CRH, corticotropin releasing hormone, TRH, thyrotropin releasing hormone. Now it will secrete GRH. What is GRH? G means gonadotropin releasing hormone. It's a very important hormone. Nowadays, many females are suffering with the polycystic ovary, with the infertility. Male are suffering with many sexual problems because of this. So because of the emotions, your hypothalamus will get disturbed, and it will affect your GRH, gonadotropin releasing hormone, then will suffer with all the sexual problems. Gonads means genital secretion. The meaning of gonads means genital secretion. So now this will also come to the pituitary, because everyone is going to come to the pituitary. Now pituitary will secrete one another hormone that is called GTH. GTH means gonadotropic hormone. There are two types of GTH, FSH and LH. आपने इनके नाम सुने होंगे, FSH और LH. Very important hormone for formation of the ovum. So in this chain we can see GRH coming from the hypothalamus, GTH coming from the pituitary gland. Now this will work on the ovary and testes. So nowadays people are suffering with many problems like the polycystic ovary or male-female genital problems. Because of this hormone. So it is called GRH, means gonadotropic releasing hormone. Then GTH means gonadotropic hormone, means FSH and LH. Then ovary and testes will secrete another hormone. We already know estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen, progesterone, testosterone hormone. अब किसी फीमेल को ओवरी में प्रॉब्लम है तो भी कहानी कहां से स्टार्ट हुई? हाइपोथैलेमस, राइट? हाइपोथैलेमस इज रिस्पांसिबल. तो बताइए इमोशनल प्रेशर में ओवरी की प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है कि नहीं हो सकती? इमोशंस विल affect your ovary or not? Tell me. If the female is suffering with a PCOS, we should start from ovary or we should start from hypothalamus? The treatment should be from the hypothalamus or only on the ovary. Now, if you go to the hospital, they will puncture the cyst. If you are having polycystic ovary, they will puncture the cyst. This is the treatment. Whether it is the right treatment, not at all. Treatment should be from the hypothalamus level. The first treatment should be balancing of the emotions or treating the hypothalamus with a yoga, with a pranayama, with acupressure, acupuncture, some natural remedies, or by anything. We need to work on the hypothalamus, then we need to work on the pituitary gland, then we need to work on the ovary, then only we can treat the polycystic ovarian cyst, even the testicular problem in the male. Am I right or not? Agree? Now, two hormones. Now, one more hormone secreted from the hypothalamus, that is called somatostatin. Very important. Somatostatin. Somatostatin. What is the function of somatostatin? Let me write. Till the time you can think about the functions. So CRH, TRH, GRH, and somatostatin. Nowadays, the many people suffering with the cancer. What is the meaning of cancer? The meaning of cancer is uncontrolled growth. Uncontrolled growth, that is cancer. Suppose the liver should be this much, but suppose liver is growing and becoming very big. This is called cancer. Cancer means uncontrolled, irregular growth. Suppose our height should be We are growing, and our height should be maybe 5 feet 6 inch, maybe 6 feet. But suppose we are keep on growing over and we become 12 feet. Is it right growth? अगर हमारी हाइट बढ़ती जाए हम 12 फीट के हो जाए तो यह सही बात है क्या? 12 फीट होना चाहिए. Who will control this? कोई तो बॉडी में होगा जो इसको कंट्रोल करेगा भाई. कि नहीं तो हाइट बढ़ती गई और अब पता चला कि हम 12 फीट के हो गए, कोई 8-10 फीट का हो गया, कोई 8 फीट का हो गया. बट मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल आर गेटिंग हाइट 5 फीट 6 फीट 5 feet 6 inch 5 inch 4 inch, in between 5 to 6 or little more and less. We can't see the people. Suddenly we'll see someone is 8 feet, someone is 12 feet, someone 15 feet 20 feet. We can't see the height in that way. So who is taking care the growth of each and every organ? That is hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is secreting one hormone that is called somatostatin. हाइपोथैलेमस एक हार्मोन का सीक्रेशन करता है जिसका नाम है सोमेटोस्टेटिन, और जिसके माध्यम से यह निर्धारित करता है कि ग्रोथ काफी हो गई, इससे ज्यादा नहीं चाहिए. सो सोमेटोस्टेटिन इज कॉल्ड द हार्मोन. सोमेटोस्टेटिन इज कॉल्ड द हार्मोन हु इनहिबिटेड ग्रोथ, जो ग्रोथ को कंट्रोल करता है. अब बढ़ गई, जितनी बढ़ना थी बहुत है, काफी है, राइट. सो वी कैन टेल ग्रोथ हार्मोन इनहिबिटर. ये हमारी ग्रोथ हार्मोन को इनहिबिट करने वाला. And not only hypothalamus, but many other body cell also secreting this somatostatin. हमारे शरीर के और भी अन्य भागों में सोमेटोस्टेटिन का सीक्रेशन होता है. दिस द हार्मोन with the purpose to control the growth within the limit. So now look at this is the pituitary gland. We are dividing the pituitary gland in 3 parts: anterior pituitary, posterior pituitary, and intermediate pituitary. हम पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड को 3 भागों में बांटते हैं. पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड के आगे का भाग, बीच का भाग और पीछे का भाग. Before taking birth, the anterior and intermediate getting fused together and becoming one. So they are one now, right? So on the one side, we can see there is an anterior pituitary, which is the combination of anterior and the intermediate, and other side we can see the posterior pituitary. तो एक साइड तो हमारी एंटीरियर पिट्यूटरी रह जाती है और दूसरी साइड हमारी चली जाती है पोस्टीरियर पिट्यूटरी. वी कैन सी इन दिस इमेज. Look at this pituitary gland. This is the front part of the pituitary gland and this is the back part of the pituitary gland. So this is the anterior pituitary and this is the posterior pituitary, right? Anterior one is having combination of the anterior and the intermediate. So coming back here. So in this way, if this is the pituitary gland and this is the posterior pituitary, and this is the anterior pituitary, this posterior pituitary having some connection with the hypothalamus. Definitely anterior posterior both having connection with the hypothalamus, but the posterior pituitary having some another connection of the hypothalamus. So hypothalamus making 2 hormone and directly keeping them here. हाइपोथैलेमस दो हार्मोन को बनाता है और हार्मोन को बनाकर डायरेक्ट यहां पर रख देता है. These hormones are called oxytocin and ADH. आपने सुना होगा जब भी हम ऑक्सीटोसिन और एडीएच की बात करते हैं तो हम बोलते हैं पोस्टीरियर पिट्यूटरी, but these hormones are made by hypothalamus only, but it's keeping in the posterior pituitary. So posterior pituitary is not making any, it's just storehouse, it's just storehouse of the hormone received from the hypothalamus. यह केवल एक स्टोर हाउस है जो, लेकिन एंटीरियर पिट्यूटरी हार्मोन बनाती. So finally I would like to tell you one thing here. Hypothalamus is making too many hormones. So in this way, if this is the hypothalamus, and this is the pituitary gland, and this is the posterior pituitary. So two hormones send here, oxytocin and ADH, and another hormone like GRH, TRH, CRH, and somatostatin. Are made by hypothalamus. CRH means corticotropin. TRH means thyrotropin, who will work on the thyroid, and corticotropin, who will work on the adrenal gland via the pituitary. GRH, gonadotropic hormone, will work on the ovary and testes via the pituitary. Somatostatin, who will control the growth, and oxytocin and ADH. इतने हार्मोन हमारे हाइपोथैलेमस के द्वारा बनते हैं. Now, hypothalamus, all the hormones are activating our pituitary gland, all the hormones, activating our anterior pituitary, right? जितने भी हार्मोन हमारी एंटीरियर पिट्यूटरी को एक्टिवेट करते हैं, like other than some, all the hormones. For example, now if we talk about the anterior pituitary, अगर हम anterior pituitary की बात करें, so anterior pituitary play a very important role because it's now directly in the influence of hypothalamus. अब जो सबसे बड़ा रोल है वो हमारी anterior pituitary का है. So anterior pituitary starts secreting ACTH under the influence of CRH, right? ACTH means adreno corticotropic hormone. ये हमारी एड्रीनल ग्लैंड पर काम करेगा. दिस विल वर्क ऑन द एड्रीनल ग्लैंड, एंड एड्रीनल ग्लैंड विल सीक्रेट द स्टेरॉइड्स हार्मोन. They will fight against infection. Now, under the influence of TRH, the pituitary gland will secrete TSH hormone or the thyroid stimulating hormone. It will work on the thyroid, and thyroid will secrete T3, T4, and calcitonin. Right? Now, in the influence of GRH, pituitary gland will secrete GTH hormone or gonadotropic releasing hormone. Like, for example, their FSH is gonadotropic releasing hormone, LH is gonadotropic releasing hormone. They will work on the ovary and testes. Again, the female is having some menstrual problems, ovarian problems. Then doctor are doing reports of FSH, LH. In this way, we can see ACTH, TSH, GTH, all hormone getting secreted by the anterior pituitary. Right? I will write here. So this is the pituitary. Anterior pituitary is secreting ACTH, TSH, and GTH. Is it clear? And the posterior pituitary is secreting hormone oxytocin and ADH. इनके काम क्या है वो देखेंगे. And there are few other hormone also secreted by the anterior pituitary, like the growth hormone and milk producing hormone, जो महिलाओं में मिल्क का निर्माण करता है. That is called prolactin. Prolactin, growth hormone, and milk producing hormone. This much secretion is secreted by the anterior pituitary gland. Now, how much growth hormone has to released? This also controlled by hypothalamus. We know if there is too much growth, that's not good. So hypothalamus will control. If milk production without the delivery, it's not good. It will control by the hypothalamus. So pituitary gland is working, but hypothalamus is controlling. Now the one part left, this intermediate pituitary. We have talked about the anterior pituitary, we have talked about the posterior pituitary, but the intermediate pituitary, it's secreting one hormone that is called MSH, who is responsible for production of the melanin hormone, melanin pigment. चलिए, देखो जिसको पहले से पता उसके लिए बहुत आसान है, और जिसको पहले से नहीं पता उसके लिए तो थोड़ा सा मेंटल एक्सरसाइज होगी बहुत सारी, एक साथ इतने सारे हार्मोन्स. कितने लोगों ने पहली बार सुना है सारा? फर्स्ट टाइम? तो बहुत दिमाग ऊपर नीचे हो गया है ना. फर्स्ट टाइम? पहली बार? आपने भी पहली बार? थोड़ा आधे 50-50. कितने लोगों को 50% बता दे? 50% अभी से कितने लोग कल तक याद कर लेंगे सब जो मैंने पूरे नाम गिनाए हैं? हाउ मेनी परसेंट विल मेमोराइज ऑल? वेरी गुड, 100. एक्सेलेंट. जो कल याद करेंगे उनके लिए 1 कैडबरी चॉकलेट. 1 कैडबरी. Wherever you meet me, you can remind me. I will give you 1 कैडबरी चॉकलेट और डेयरी मिल्क. पूरे याद होना चाहिए. जब भी मिलेंगे, wherever we will meet. Okay, but you have to remember. अतुल जी, आपको 50% तो पता होंगे ना? तो मास्टर सुपर कंट्रोलर कौन है बताइए? कोई का सुपर कंट्रोलर? अनम्यूट करके भी बोल सकते हैं.
सर हाइपोथैलेमस.
Hypothalamus, right? How the hypothalamus controlling the thyroid gland?
By TRH hormone.
TRH, then TSH, right? TRH from the hypothalamus, then TSH from the pituitary gland, right? तो हाइपोथैलेमस ने TRH बनाया, थायरोट्रोपिन रिलीजिंग हार्मोन, और पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड इज मेकिंग TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone. Then they are controlling the thyroid gland. How to control ovary? How to control it?
So GRH secretes GTH, which controls ovaries and testes.
Perfect. So hypothalamus secreting GRH, gonadotropin releasing hormone. Then pituitary gland secreting GTH. सिंपल सी बात है कि पहले हाइपोथैलेमस, जैसे बॉल पास करते हैं ना, तो मैंने आपको बॉल पास किया, आपने उसको बॉल पास कर दी. So all the ball coming from the hypothalamus to the pituitary, then pituitary gland to the destination, right? Pituitary always will be in the middle. What is the role of somatostatin? अगर somatostatin कम हो गया तो पता चलेगा.
So it's a growth hormone which controls the growth of cancer or excessive height growth.
All the organs.
All the organs, liver organ or any spleen or anything.
Even pancreas also
Tumors
makes
also.
Pancreas
Tumors
also
also.
makes somatostatin. Intestine also make the somatostatin. In the body, we need everything in the perfect size. लोग परेशान है, कुछ पॉइंट लगाओ हाइट बढ़ाने की. इधर हाइपोथैलेमस परेशान है घटा के, और हम बढ़ाने की बात करते हैं कि थोड़ा हाइट बढ़ाने के पॉइंट्स लगा दो. If you want to increase your height, just activate your pituitary gland, hypothalamus gland. Everything, because cyst in the ovary. No, anywhere cyst, if it is connected with the hormone, then we can consider the height. अगर उसका संबंध हार्मोन से, जैसे किसी को लाइपोमा हो गया फैट की वजह से, तो उसका संबंध नहीं होगा.
So what about thickening of uterus walls? Is it also because of hypothalamus?
What cyst?
Thickening of uterus walls.
Thickening, yeah, definitely. Because whatever happening in the uterus, it's because of the hormones.
Sir, UTI infection?
No. Because we have to think in this way that is there connection with the hormones? If there is a connection with the hormones, then the hypothalamus is responsible, because hypothalamus is the definitely controlling many other things also. But we cannot direct blame hypothalamus. Yeah. Gynecomastia, yes, definitely. In the gynecomastia, suppose some male is having development of the breast because of the influence of the hormones, that is hypothalamus. So hypothalamus pituitary axis, we have to think about that. So in this way, जब हम बात करते हैं ऑक्सीटोसिन हार्मोन, ऑक्सीटोसिन हार्मोन is found in the posterior pituitary, but it's not made by posterior pituitary. It's just stored in the posterior pituitary. Oxytocin hormone, it's made by the hypothalamus. और ऑक्सीटोसिन का क्या काम होता है? ऑक्सीटोसिन हार्मोन रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर डिलीवरी, इट्स डूइंग कॉन्ट्रैक्शन. So we have seen here oxytocin during the contraction of the breast and the contraction of the uterus. तो ये ऑक्सीटोसिन हार्मोन ब्रेस्ट का और यूट्रस का कॉन्ट्रैक्शन करता है. इसीलिए तो गाय को और भैंस को ऑक्सीटोसिन का इंजेक्शन लगाते हैं जब वो दूध नहीं देती. They put the oxytocin injection, so there is a contraction in the breast, the milk get ejected. गांव में दवाई मिलती है ना.
The contraction of breast and contraction of एक और आपने
uterus. That's why it's good for delivery. Suppose some female is having too much labor pain but not able to deliver the child, so doctor will put the oxytocin injection, so it will start the contraction of the uterus and there will be easy delivery. But what is happening nowadays? We are drinking the milk of the cow, and farmer is putting oxytocin injection again and again. Now it will go. So it will go in our body. What will happen if the female is consuming too much oxytocin? Think. It will do too much contraction of the breast. It will do too much contraction of the uterus. So there will be early maturation of the female. If you inject the oxytocin injection in the female, she will become adult in the 9-10 years. In the 9 to 10 years, she will become adult like the 16 years. Yes, please. Yeah.
Sir, maybe that's the reason, because kids in the 9, 10 years, 7, 8 years are getting early periods
Yes, it's right.
nowadays
That's right.
because they are drinking that cow milk. Because
Yeah.
now, if you see many of the girls in the school at the 8, 9 years only, they are starting with their menstrual cycle.
Yes, right. That is the reason. That is the reason. Because see, you get the milk from anywhere, but there will be trace of hormone. Suppose, there are many like sex escort. They want to make the girls adult very fast. So they put oxytocin injection in the age of 8 years. In 1 year, they become adult. In 1 year. Right? But remember one thing. Faster someone become adult, aging will be also faster. If the girl is becoming adult at the age of 16 years, she will be maintaining youthfulness till the longer duration. एक लड़की अगर 16 साल में यंग होती है, उसका पूरा जो डेवलपमेंट सब, और एक जो दूसरी लड़की 9 साल में हो जाती है, उसमें फर्क पड़ता है. अर्ली द become adults, there will be early menopause, early aging, right? So nowadays, the lots of, not only oxytocin is responsible because we are taking the oxytocin, there are lots of industries, the milk industries, they are forcefully taking the milk out with the they are giving hormonal food, hormonal tablets, hormonal contents. So the cow are producing the big amount of milk and they can't hold it. एक चीज मैं आपको बताऊं कि देसी गाय तो होल्ड कर सकती है, जर्सी गाय मिल्क को होल्ड नहीं कर सकती. Only desi cow can hold the milk with the intention, oh, I have to feed my son, I have to feed my calf. Jersey cow can't hold the milk, right? So oxytocin is good. It's a natural secreted from the posterior pituitary in few conditions, like number 1, during the milk ejection, there is a natural contraction of the breast. Number 2, uterine contraction. Number 3, oxytocin, also called love hormone, right? It gets secreted during the feeling of love in very little amount. That's why it is called love hormone. But taking the oxytocin injection is too much harmful, and now it's very difficult to make you in the safe zone, to keep you in the safe zone. You just, आपको अपनी गाय खुद पालनी पड़ेगी अगर आपको सही दूध पीना है. और मुंबई में तो पालना मतलब इम्पॉसिबल है. आपके फ्लैट में गाय को कहाँ रखेंगे आप? चलो कुत्ते को तो पाल लो, हो सकता है फ्यूचर में इतनी छोटी छोटी काऊ बन जाए, हो सकता है. Scientists are working, they are making this much tree of mango tree, so they might make this much cow. Then, and it is producing 10 kg milk morning, 10 kg in the evening. It might happen, nobody knows. But the desi cow is the desi cow. स्वर्ण कपिला, जो दूध स्वर्ण कपिला का होता है ना, जिसको भगवान श्री कृष्ण पीते थे, उस मिल्क में और जर्सी गाय के दूध में जमीन आसमान का. Short Kapila will not give the milk more than 5 kg. But Jersey cow will give you 40 kg milk, 50 kg milk. Fine. So in this way, now the posterior pituitary is secreting two hormones. Number one, oxytocin. Number two, ADH. ADH is the hormone which is very much necessary to control the urine. आपको एक दिन में कितना यूरिन करना है भाई 1.5 लीटर काफी है ये एडीएच डिसाइड करेगा. So the posterior pituitary is secreting two hormones, oxytocin and ADH. ADH means anti-diuretic hormone. Anti-diuretic hormone. In the other word, we are calling it vasopressin. This is the another name. Because of this hormone, you are doing only 1.5 liter urine maximum in a day. Remaining all water it will absorb back. If the ADH is not, then we will be doing 5 liter, 6 liter urine in a day. Then we have to drink the water like a camel. फिर हमें ऊंट की तरह पानी पीना पड़ेगा. एक बार बैठ गए पानी पीने तो एक बाल्टी पानी तो पीना पड़ेगा कम से कम, अगर एडीएच हार्मोन नहीं हुआ. और फिर ऊंट की तरह पानी पिएंगे तो स्टोर हाउस भी हो जाएगा. ऊंट की तरह वो निकल आएगा हमारे पीछे स्टोर हाउस. This is the thankful to ADH hormone. We should surrender our gratitude to the ADH hormone. Because of this, we are doing only 1 to 1.5 liter urine. Anti-diuretic hormone, right? So we are okay. If we are even drinking 2-3 liter water, 4 liter water, it's more than enough. Otherwise, what will happen? Suppose you are drinking 3 liter water, but you are doing 5 liter urine. Will get dehydration, skin will be dry. So you can think what is the wonderful role of the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland to maintain entire body. Am I right or not? कि कितना शानदार रोल है hypothalamus का. Now the triple warmer 3 also the point of hypothalamus. So if anyone is suffering with a swelling anywhere in the body, just to put the triple warmer 3 and you will see the excellent results. Tomorrow we'll discuss the treatment of entire pituitary. कल हम पूरे treatment pituitary का discuss करेंगे. Tomorrow also we'll be having class on the same time, right? I think enough for today. आज आपको सब याद रख करना है, अगर डेयरी मिल्क चाहिए और जिसको डेयरी मिल्क नहीं चाहिए उसकी अपनी इच्छा. Okay, fine. So let's close the session and see tomorrow. Please see the recordings if you want to revise. And if it is really very good, we'll appreciate if you memorize all the hormones before we start the next class. See you tomorrow by 6 p.m. Okay? Thank you so much.